definitely giving us a little bit of a challenge here. Let me try one more.
What are you trying to do?
All right, welcome to Mentor and Mastermind Monday. This is our time where we come together to collaborate, share resources, and connect. And this is a part of the Business Acceleration Network and the Summit, our place where we come together for a live event and rub elbows and so much more. Oh my goodness, last time we walked on broken glass. Can you believe that, Dr. Bob?
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I enjoyed that. It was really fun.
Okay.
I've done that once before too.
Okay. So I think we're looking here today.
We're always looking. We forget to look there.
We're always looking here.
Force us to do that. Bob, can you hear us okay?
Yeah, I can hear you. It's a little faint, but I can hear you.
Okay.
So we need to yell.
A little bit.
On my end, everything's being repeated. So I don't know if somebody has a computer on while you're recording.
If you have it on your
delay.
Facebook open at the same time, then it's going to play twice. So you might need to turn off your Facebook.
There's a big time delay. Oh, wait a minute. Let me see. I mean, I might have my Facebook open. Hold on. Yeah, let me turn off my Facebook. That might be it.
Okay.
No, that's just my Zoom meeting. No. Let's see.
All right, so I'm going to dive right in. If you can't hear us, go like this with your ears. If you're on Facebook, please click the live link because that's where the magic is. We can see you, we can hear you, and really connect. So for starters, we go around and we give you 30 seconds to share who you are and what you're looking for next. Let me turn on a light and some air for Gio. And then we get right into the mastermind. In the mastermind, we spend about 5 minutes on each goal or challenge that you have. And the clearer your request, the clearer we can hone in and support you. Also, we invite you to think about how you can contribute to other people. If there's something that a request that somebody has, know that even though we have Bob and Gio and myself that are here as mentors of the network and that each and every one of you has amazing gifts to share and contribute and are a resource. So we're all here together. So does everybody agree to contribute?
Yes.
Yes, we do.
A resounding yes.
Perfect. And also, if you're on Facebook, if you would please go ahead and like and share, because really the magic is the more we have here, the more we can pull from our resources. So while we go around and share our 30 seconds, I'm going to have Brittany, if you can say hi to Brittany. Hi, Brittany. Hi, Brittany.
Hi, Brittany. Hi, hand. Hi, Brittany's hand.
For helping us, but she will be the timekeeper today. And we do 30 seconds for a couple of reasons. One is being in media, when you do TV and radio commercials, it's like you've got to be short, sweet, and quick, clear, and concise. And you've got to be mindful of the words that you're using. A lot of times the stories are unnecessary, and we want to practice to get right to the point. And so this is that safe space to where you can practice and then get feedback and hone that. If it's your first time joining us, we give you 45 seconds. So we want new people to not be super intimidated by what's happening. Also,
if I change my name to Roberta, can I get 45?
That's a good one, Bob.
Gotta wear a wig.
I don't exactly know how to do that, but anyway, sorry.
So we'll give everybody a chance to share who they are. And again, we at the summit invite you to write down your elevator pitch. I found that when we write it down and I need to practice what I preach right now because I don't have mine written down.
What? What? What do you mean? Write it down.
Well, if you're working on mastering this and you're working on being magnetic with your message, writing it down is really helpful to be able to work on that and get clear on that. So if you are reading it, we don't mind. We will celebrate you wherever you're at on that level. Then we'll get right into the mastermind. Do we have somebody else join us, Brittany?
No, that's me.
Okay, perfect. So, Gio, do you want to go first?
Sure. I felt that. I did. I was sitting here. She's going to make me go first. I knew. Good afternoon, everybody. I am Gio Ropert. I am the president and founder of Ropert & Partners Public Relations and Marketing Communications. We help brands, that's businesses, nonprofits, any organization or association, grow the relationship with their audiences by having them share incredible stories. I am a great storyteller. I will make you famous. Ropert & Partners Public Relations, Marketing Communications, ropertandpartners.com.
27 seconds.
I'm on fire.
Right on! And I'm going to do a quick plug for Gio. You'll find that when you join us, and the more I get to know you, that I love adding that extra plug. Gio was instrumental, and we have was it a 100-year celebration of the oldest real estate company in Brevard, and he was hand-selected out of, as you can imagine, hundreds of individuals in PR. Not only did he help them create an incredible story, he helped them get so much media. It was awesome. So,
Thank you.
all right, Dr.
Hey,
Bob.
Gio, can I ask Gio a question?
Sure.
So Gio, I'm wondering, like, how could we help? Like, is there some specific thing you're looking for?
We'll get into the mastermind. Yeah, we'll get into the mastermind, Bob. We changed the format just a little bit. So we're doing just 30-second intro and then the mastermind. Then you're going to ask for how we can help you, right? Can you jump in because he wants to know?
Yes, that's
okay.
Looking at that, Bob.
So in the 30 seconds has nothing to do with an ask. It's just the background.
Who you are and what you do, and make sure you include your website.
Yeah, but if you are, you can ask. So if it fits into your 30 seconds, so for example, I'll do mine next. Shannon Gronich, author, best-selling author of Media Magic, where I teach you how I went out and attained millions of dollars in free press. I have a simple system that teaches anybody how to do the same. I'm looking for authors, speakers, coaches, individuals that want to tap into the power of publicity. Who do you know? ShannonGronich.com. Thank you, Gio. 20 seconds. And normally I would tell people use that last 10 seconds. Like you want to use every moment. So if you do have an ask, Bob, and it can be in that time frame, then go ahead. Would you like to go next, Bob, or do you want Betsy too?
I'd be happy to have, unless somebody else is jumping in, I'd be happy to go next. So I have one written down and I don't have it in front of me. So I'm going to let this fly.
Perfect.
Hi, I'm Dr. Bob Levine, the creator of the automatic pattern interruption method for helping people get out of chronic pain. Chronic pain is a huge problem in our country, and we have a new online program for chronic pain relief that uses evidence-based approaches. And I'm looking for high-level contacts with large corporations who are paying for the healthcare of their employees so that we can get with them, help them reduce their healthcare costs, and have happier, healthier, and higher performing employees. You can check us out at drboblevine.com.
35 seconds.
Yay! You've gotten that a lot shorter, Bob.
Thank you. Well, I need to record that so I can write it down. But anyway, that's okay. Anyway, that's good. Thank you.
It is recorded, just so you know. So you're on Facebook. Hi, everybody on Facebook. So you can listen to that. Also, Dr. Bob won the Innovative Medicine Award last year. He is somebody that you definitely want to know. Thank you for coming to our events and helping people get out of pain and all that you do on such a big level.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Betsy?
There we go. Hello, I am Betsy Rosen, also known as the Life Shifter. I serve women to release their negative self-talk and break through any limitations they may have quickly, easily, and permanently, bringing them to success. I'm an Amazon #1 bestseller with more than lemonade out of lemons, and I have a free webinar that I'm hosting tonight, How to Live Harmoniously in the Present. BetsyRosum.com.
29.48. So we're
Wow. Awesome. So Betsy, make sure that you, where is there a way that people can sign up for your event or know about your event? Is it on the website?
Yes, it's on my website, BetsyRosum.com/free-webinar.
Oh, I love that. Okay. Perfect. All right. You ready to go again?
I'm going to need everybody to not pay attention to speak. I'm learning how to speak to people.
She just went to an event this weekend and she was saying she was speaking and it was
a non-captive audience.
Non-captive audience. So
I'm gonna go over here and stare out the window.
Yeah, you can do that. If you can
wait,
go
let me get on my phone and
It's a little bit hard to hear what's going on right now.
I'm sorry. Did you miss that, Bob?
No, I didn't get it. I missed it.
Oh, she spoke this weekend. She was a featured speaker at an event, and she had a non-captive audience. It's like I think I shared at the last summit, that was one of my nightmares, where I dreamed about trying to get people's attention, trying to speak, and so Gio was kidding around, and Gio said, I'm going to go look out the window, and I said, I'm going to go look on my phone, because she said, please don't pay attention to me right now.
Got it. I'll turn off my video.
Perfect. That'll be perfect. So my name is Carrie Anderson, and I own Simplifying Senior Living. And what I do is educate seniors and their families regarding independent living, assisted living, and memory care, specifically here in Brevard County, but in general across Florida. I educate administrators as well as other healthcare professionals about what can be done in assisted living. But my strength and my specialty is really working with the seniors themselves and their families to be sure that they are matched with the right environment that they can afford and that provides the correct level of care. And I can be found at simplifyingseniorliving.com.
33 seconds.
Yes.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Thank you for paying attention.
You did what?
And I have heard some incredible things in the community about how your heart and working with people to really take care of them. Okay, so, and I'm not seeing anybody on Facebook that's sharing, so let's dive in. Okay. Marty Warren. Yay! Marty is awesome at diving right in. So Marty, we have a little bit of a new format, and we're just getting ready to go into the mastermind, but we want to include you. We do 30 seconds on sharing who you are and what you're up to. So can we pick you next before we get into the mastermind?
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. I help entrepreneurs to make the money they want and the difference they want in less time and with less effort. Working with me, you get to have your own amazing profit breakthrough with less struggle, more freedom than you ever thought possible, and without having it to sacrifice your personal life. And what I have coming up is a group program that people are saying is the best one they've ever been a part of. They're making changes, they're making more money, they're feeling more at peace, and they are loving it, and it's open for you to join.
Awesome. I've had the honor of working with Marty, and you're rocking my world, Marty. Thank you.
Is that an online program or a live program?
Online.
Online, okay.
Online, yeah, so it's every Tuesday at noon, 12 to 1. So I'm looking for 10 people, and a lot of big changes are happening for people. So it's very exciting and a wonderful, nurturing, supportive group.
Perfect. Yay. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so we're going to dive right into the mastermind. With the mastermind, we invite you to share a success or, a goal or a challenge that you're looking for. Or it could be like Dr. Bob, how can we help you? And so I think we're going to start with you first. And Brittany, if you can time it for 5 minutes, because we want to be certain that we can get around to as many people as we can.
All right. Any clients? The challenges I have right now just are purely just kind of follow-throughs that I have to do some additional marketing. Honestly, Bob, and thanks for asking. Right now I'm looking for funded startups and stage 2 businesses. So those are the businesses that have been in business for a couple of years, are doing over $1 million and have a few employees. They're getting ready to go to that next level where they're needing to have some professional assistance, and yet they are probably not in a position to have somebody on their team full time. That gives me an opportunity to come in and holistically look at their business and suggest to them public relations and marketing strategies that go with their business culture, their business beliefs, how they brand themselves, and how they want to appear in public. So my ask is really to bring me those clients. And I will work with businesses, love to work with nonprofits, and it's also done work with professional organizations. There you go.
Perfect. So, Bob, did you want to add anything?
I just wanted to, when you say nonprofits, that's again startups that are generating revenue for themselves.
Nonprofits, I prefer to be into not a startup actually, but are already into a prominent role or visibility in their area that they're of expertise. So, but likely mostly regional and some larger nationals that need that kind of support and help. I've worked with folks like Salvation Army, Devereaux, which does a lot of work with children and families. I've worked for a very large nonprofit, about $20 million a year nonprofit, so I'm used to working on that scale. Not that I don't like to help nonprofits, smaller ones, and I do a lot of pro bono work for them, but most of them have not yet learned how to treat their business like learn the marketing side of their business and really pay attention and invest in it. Or they simply they can't afford to hire a professional help.
So if we're talking to somebody on your behalf, what would we be looking for, like cues? And I'm curious, how are you getting your clients now? Obviously, you do some events, you do some speaking gigs. What would be some key points so that we know what to look for?
Yeah, businesses that just that their marketing isn't working. They're not touching their clients the way they want to. They're not having.
So they want more clients.
They want more clients, and they need to develop better relationships with their audiences. That's the media, the people who buy their products, their stakeholders and investors. Anybody who's involved that needs to hear their story and understand their value proposition and discernible differences.
So I know you do press releases, you do all different, both online and offline, right?
Yeah, and press release is just a very small part. It's really about creating content that are stories that people connect with. If you're a particular business and you have a retail presence, or you're looking for retail average customers, there's one way to do it. If you're a business-to-business organization and you're selling high-tech equipment to other companies, there's a different way to tell that story and connect with those people. But when it comes down to it, it's still people working with people. Everybody buys from somebody. It doesn't matter how much mechanics and automation and technology is behind the buying decisions that maybe help out. But when it comes down to it, there's still somebody signing the contract and somebody who has to countersign that contract. And those relationships are very important and have to be built.
Yeah, cut right away.
Oh,
Thank you. Thank you for thank you for clarifying that about not-for-profits. That was helpful.
Yeah.
Okay, he has 30 more seconds.
Yeah, anything else?
No, I mean, I just.
Well, I'd rather you not copy more and let us contribute.
Please.
Is it local only, or do you?
No, I've got clients in LA, Chicago, Detroit, Miami, So yeah, it's online now. The relationships, when need be, are face to face, but most of that, even face to face, can be done via Skype or Zoom or other types of connections.
Awesome. All right, anybody else? Your website one more time?
Robert and the word and partners.com. ROPERTANDPARTNERS.com.
And he is an incredible storyteller. He's written a number of our press releases, and thank you. We've gotten lots of media from that. Okay, who's next?
I can go next.
Perfect.
All right.
Yeah.
That work? Okay. So as I said earlier, I'm Dr. Bob Levine, and I'm a holistic health clinician. I've treated many thousands of people for relief of chronic pain. I've done that via in-person programs with hundreds of people at a time, using hands-off approaches, and a multi-session in-person program. And we collected a lot of research data on those people to show that comparing at the end of the program to the beginning of the program, a really high percentage of people got out of chronic pain. And that actually blew away the results we got with, for instance, conventional physical therapy for chronic back pain. So the approaches that we use have been proven with several thousand people to be effective. And what we're doing now, and what I'm seeking help with, is we're moving into taking all the technology that we used in the in-person programs, and we're migrating that to an online program. And so we're actually going to offer a free beta program to a large self-funding company who has several thousand employees and is willing to engage with us using this online program for chronic pain relief with their employees. And so I'm looking for two things here. One is high-level contact within an organization, either at the director of HR, human resource level, or with COO, CFO, CEO of a company. And so we can, I'm looking for a warm introduction so we can come in and present what we want to offer them at no cost to them for the program. And then that's the first thing. The second thing I'm looking for is I'd like your feedback, because we have two names for our new online program we're considering. So it's great to have all of you online and get your feedback. The original name we went with was Chronic Pain Interrupted, because we use a proprietary automatic pattern interruption technology in our in-person and online programs to help people interrupt their automatic habits and patterns that have them stuck with some unwanted results. So there's a connection between chronic pain interrupted and automatic pattern interruption methodology that we use. However, we've since looked at another name that I want to get your feedback on. If you're willing to provide me your opinions, I'd appreciate that. It's Pain-Free Made Easy with the letters EZ. And so Pain-Free Made Easy is the one we're considering because we're involved in another project for a surgery preparation and recovery program, and we're calling that program Surgery Made Easy, again with the letters EZ. So we're thinking that we can develop a whole line of programs with everything is made easy, like Perfect Sleep Made Easy, and a whole series of other programs that we can put together as we expand down the road, other program offerings. So that's what I'm asking you is first thing maybe, okay, Marty's jumping in with a hand up. Go ahead.
Okay, no to the first one because you've got to explain it. That does.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
How about pain-free made healthy?
That doesn't resonate with me because pain-free made healthy?
Healthy. In other words, made easy. Now I think it's a scam. I think it's you're just going to drug me up, pain-free. That's why I went to healthy, because you do it in a healthy way. Pain-free made healthy.
Another name we were considering was drug-free chronic pain relief drug-free pain relief made easy.
There,
drug-free. Yeah. It's a little bit long though. That's the concern we have with that one.
Well, yes, but at least tells me what you're going to do, and not make it sound like some magic pill that, you know, just sounds like a scam.
It is a magic pill. It is a magic pill.
Yeah, we don't say that, but it can be that way, kind of. That,
It
takes
is, though. So that's where it's like I don't know your 2 cents on it, and I hear you, Marty, with the scam thing, but it's
Well, you know what? I mean, we could put a tagline on any title we have. We could say a drug-free approach to pain relief or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I like the idea of having something that's brand and carries over, so that people get used to when they see the easy, however that's written, or where font or logo treatments you put on it, it does carry over, and then people get used to seeing that and know that they can go to you for the various things that you're doing. So I would stick with that. Whether easy works, we might have to look at that a little bit more. Maybe naturally, or
describes what he's doing.
well, how about this? I mean, if we go pain relief made easy, a drug-free approach, a pain-free made easy, a drug-free approach to pain relief.
yeah.
Is that,
Stick with the easy, and then tagline them. And that way people will know, and especially, you know, as you're describing each of your sessions, then yeah, it kind of gives you the backstory of what it's about.
Yeah, and here's the thing, as somebody that has some chronic pain, I don't want to be sold something that I'm going to have to put in my mouth and wonder if I'm going to get a side effect.
right, yeah.
You know, been there, done that. I don't want to have to deal with that. I want to know that it's drug-free, and what about the word permanent? Is it permanent?
I don't like to put that word in there only because, I mean, it's long-lasting for sure.
Okay, long-lasting is good because so many.
Oh, yeah, well, I just wanted to say that we've tested the approaches in person. We're using the same approaches online, but we don't have any direct data yet for the online program. So I'm a little bit hesitant to talk about permanent or long-lasting. I mean,
Okay.
I could. I don't know. How do I work that in there?
Okay. Well, permanent you wouldn't
maybe
know
it's
until somebody's lifespan has been, you know, finished or complete. But long lasting, certainly. You know, I don't want to have to go. I don't want to have to go. You know, have to you know, complete repetitive, and.
I hear you. Definitely, I hear you. So, what about the pain-free made easy?
I like pain-free made. Yeah, I like that.
A drug-free approach to long-lasting pain relief.
I like that a lot. Right now, I'm going to physical therapy 3 days a week, and it's helping. But as soon as I miss it, I'm back to square one.
What are you going there for?
Sciatica.
Well, if you're interested, we could talk about that. I mean, that's pretty easy to deal with. But yeah.
Well, I was thinking I'm not in one of those businesses you want to promote to. I'm like,
well, we also have a one-on-one. I have a one-on-one internet-based practice too. So
cool. Thank you.
So if you're looking for, I can at least do a free consultation with you, give you some advice about what might be happening, and then help you figure out. I mean, we did a clinical trial with conventional physical therapy compared to some of the approaches we use in our programs. And conventional physical therapy was by far the worst at eliminating chronic pain. It was at the 5% level, which means that 5 people who come in out of 100 people, 5 who come in for physical therapy eliminate pain, and the other 95 may reduce their pain, but they don't eliminate. They need more work. Hence, back and back and back and back again, right? So, you know, we're into chronic pain elimination, and that's how we sell ourselves. That's why I don't mind saying pain-free made easy, because, you know, we get the job done for a lot of people.
I like the word elimination.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bold word because nobody will use it. That's why everybody says pain management, you know. So, you know, maybe it could, I mean, pain elimination made easy. I don't know, you know. Okay. Does anybody else have an idea about that?
We're at our time, Dr. Bob, or a little bit over. Can we
sorry.
This now, and then if we have time on the end, we can revisit that last question.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Okay. So
Thanks for all your input.
also be thinking about those of you that have just joined us or watching. Dr. Bob is looking for introductions into HR, COO. What I love about his mission and vision is he wants to impact with this powerful holistic work, you know, the masses. So I love that you're going right to that level to be able to accomplish your work. So I gotta go grab my phone for my little one. Who wants to go next for the mastermind? Betsy, you want to go next?
Sure, I'll go next. I just got back from a weekend with Women's Prosperity Network Level Up, and the last year and a half, my counseling practice has kind of stalled because of the grief I've experienced. I lost my daughter to a drunk driving crash almost 2 years ago. My father passed away, and then my mother-in-law passed away. And a lot of changes, 2 moves in the year's time. And so my practice, my counseling practice is done this. It's like stalled. So I published my book. I'm starting to rise again. I'm starting to build some momentum, and I did set some goals. And what I'm looking for is referrals to. I'm starting out with my free webinar, and I've created my funnel, and we're go. Self-awareness. One of the things that I know that I'm lacking in is picking up the telephone and making those phone calls. And I'm making my power list, a list of 100 people that I can pick up the phone and call. It's interesting because the last few years, the last year or two, I've managed to get people to know, like, and trust me, which a lot of entrepreneurs, that's where their difficulty lies, and I've managed to get that. But I had struggled for the longest time describing who I am and what I do, and so much of the time I had focused on my tools and not who I am. And so I've been able to get clarity around that.
What's the title of your webinar?
How to live harmoniously in the present.
Great title.
Thank you. And what's really profound right now for me is when I lost my daughter, one of the messages I got from her was I didn't have any regrets. She and I lived very presently with each other. And so I have a global message of the value of being present with each other. We live a life with little or no regrets. And how many of us go through life regretting many things because we're not being present, especially in the day with this thing here and social media. We're not connecting. We're not being present with each other. And I know that a lot of the things that are going on in the schools and the suicides that have occurred, it's because people are not being with each other. They're not being present. So one of my global missions is to reaffirm the power of now and reaffirm the importance of being present and living harmoniously, choosing harmony and not balance. Balance is, there's a lot of perfectionism in balance, and perfectionism can be limiting. So I hope that answered your question.
So your webinar, if you can post that on the Facebook thing, happy to share. Are you looking for other speaking gigs too to attract?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Yes,
Are you familiar with the ABWA, American Business Women's Association?
No, I'm not.
They're really easy to get booked. They're
ABWA. Okay. Thank you. Yes.
You don't want to be a member first because they don't book their members. It's a very weird rule, I think, unless they've changed in the last 6 months. So ABWA, they're all over the nation, super easy to get booked. The other one, because of your topic, is unity churches. And like, if you ever come up to Brevard or in our area, we've got a smaller spiritual center, but unity is also one that's very easy to get booked.
I was a prayer chaplain at Unity of Stewart for 4 years. I'm very familiar with the Unity programs. So that, yeah, and I think, yeah, that's a good place. I know that locally, I'm in West Palm Beach, but I know in Broward County, they just started, I think NBC channel, the local channel in Broward County, NBC just started a noon community talk show, and I'm going to contact them. One of the women that's the one of the interviewers on the show happens to be the daughter of one of my previous principals. So I'm going to make that connection and try to get on there.
I just posted another website, and this, if you get on this one, you can do it for free. And the only thing you find out are free programs where they don't pay you. If you pay a nominal fee, you can get access to the ones that do pay you. And I get emails once or twice a week looking for speakers. And I have not followed through on it because I don't have the time. It's just, you may wish to explore that.
Thank you so much.
What was that website, Richard?
It's in the chat area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's speakerhub.com, and it is in the chat area.
Gotcha.
Thank you, Richard.
Awesome. Okay, Betsy, can we move on to the next one?
I'm very complete. Thank you.
Thank you. Richard, do you want to give your 30-second intro? Please.
I'll just pass. I've been just, you know where I was over the weekend. It was an outstanding weekend. Got 2 potential speaking gigs from that, so that's interesting. And I'll just pass and contribute what I can today. Thank you. My clock just turned 11:11, so it's a good time.
Where were you, Richard?
I was up in the Boulder area.
Where we've been trying to get you to go forever, Dr. Long.
Oh, yeah. I have to get there. Yeah.
Okay.
How was it?
So now that you mention that, frickin' awesome. There are some very high-level players. I was just telling someone, the guy who runs it, and Shannon, have you met Rob?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so he's a sweetheart. He retired at 36, and just his mission, Ari and I had a nice long talk. His mission is the same as we have at CEO Space, and that is to empower people to accelerate their business. He offers a couple of programs, and just he and his wife, super, super nice people. And I would invite you, October, you can touch base with Ari and just ask him blatantly to invite you again. Go in October. I highly endorse it.
Thank you.
So who wants to go next?
Marty?
Marty, are you with us still?
I'm here. And we are doing the mastermind part and
Yes.
building business.
Yes.
Here's my challenge. My challenge is that I love working with entrepreneurs, breaking through with their stuff and struggling, having them have fabulous relationships with themselves and with others, and to be making more money, 10 to 500% in 3 months. And what I teach adults, I teach children. So with my program, to Creating Confident Kids, and my new ambassador, Tag for Change ambassador program that's catching on and getting excitement, it's riding 2 horses. So I would like to have, I have this group program that I actually am considering doing twice, one in the daytime, one at night, and having that be the support engine for being able to do the kids program until the kids program starts to bring in money. But it's come down to a financial crunch, so that I can do both.
So can you ask your question a little different way?
Yep.
I want to be clear on your challenge and how we can support you. Unless, did you understand? Yeah.
What? Say what? You want me to answer the question in a different way?
Ask your question on how we can help you in a different way, because I wasn't clear.
I don't know.
Okay, what I heard you say is that you have two different avenues. One is the adults, business owners, entrepreneurs, and the other is children and the tag for success, the nonprofit. And it sounded like you're having challenges doing both at the same time because of financial stuff.
Well, in other words, one used to support the other.
Yeah.
And because I'm so focused on the kids program, that's like, you know, I mean, in Africa, you know, 30, 40,000 kids are, you know, being touched, and, you know, 5,000 adults, and my team is in Kenya, and my team is all over Uganda. And it's me being able to work with entrepreneurs here, which I also love to do, as we know, and being able to have both of divide my heart in half.
So go ahead.
I get what you're saying is that the entrepreneur coaching financially supports the kids program. Kids program doesn't necessarily make money, and you need to spend more time in the business coaching in order to make the finances, the abundance of finances to help with the kids. But yet what you're doing with the kids takes a lot of time. I'm thinking that you need to create a team that's here in the United States for your kids, and maybe it might be something as much as going to some of the peer counseling programs that are set up, because those peer counselors counsel other kids. And the way to do that is go to your websites for your high schools. I know for here in our county, you can look up the high schools. Each high school has a website, and they have a contact for the different schools' activities. Maybe even a key club for, you know, kids in business, but maybe to get some teens on board so that they're sending the message out. Because right now, with what happened in Parkland and in Houston, kids are stepping up to the plate.
Yeah, I have interest, you know, with my Tag for Change Ambassador program. I've got a training coming up June 21st, 22nd, 23rd. I just had a call from Eastern State College wanting to get their students, you know, as tag ambassadors. How is it going to work, et cetera, et cetera. And there were questions I couldn't answer, so that was great. I need to get back with them on that. But, you know, it's starting to get out there, and it's everything in that area is building steam. And it's being able to generate the energy and the focus also, because, you know, people in the group are like blown away with all the changes they're making and all the difference that's happening in their life. So I love to be able to provide that as well.
So it sounds like you really just need to put your focus back on your paying business, and you know, that will allow you to still be able to do, because I think if you know, everybody wants to, you know, be part of the tag program, and that's all well and good, but if you're not sustaining yourself with your primary business, then you can't focus on that with all your heart and soul, because you've got the challenges of, you know, not making the money. So I think, you know, is there somebody that can take over part of the tag and maybe manage part of it and give you some free time?
Well, you know, I've got a full-time person working with me, and, you know, it's just growing. And so, yeah.
Can I ask, Marty, if it was financially sustainable, would you only do the kids, or would you continue to do both?
Well, I think adults are going to be attracted to me because that's, you know, with the Tag Ambassador program, people are going to see that they're also tagging themselves. So I
just want to know if, and not what the customer wants, not all of that, because I know people are going to be attracted to you and you can work both of them, but if your nonprofit was funded in the way that you got a salary and everything was good, would you only focus on that?
This is hard to say, but yes.
Okay. So could one of the strategies be that we sit down and look at how to make that profitable? I mean, I talked to Keith with the Children's Foundation, and he does that full time as a nonprofit. I'm just wondering, is that something you see possible?
Yeah, it's headed there. We've got a grant that was being written for $120,000. You know, we're headed there. We're just not there. And so, you know, in the tag programs, as I certify people, you know, so that they can go out and then they can teach it. Now we'll have that happening. So there'll be funding there. I've got a product that I'm working on with videos. So that'll, you know, everything's in kindergarten.
Marty, I see with what you have with a good pitch deck and sponsor, like you could go out and get the same amount of money that somebody pays you for coaching as a sponsor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we've redone the deck, so it's really good now.
Okay.
So it's not a pitch deck though; it's an information deck. So I need to revamp it for pitching. But it's the information. I just need to switch things around.
Okay. And Marty, I know you went in the opposite direction of where you were going of how to do both, but I was just curious, like if this was funding, would this, you know, would you choose to do this, and can we help you? Can we help you be introduced to sponsors?
Yeah, I would love introduction to sponsors to be able to get this into the schools so that we, you know, stop hearing we can't afford you. We just get into the schools and do it. I've talked to the schools. Well, the Tag Ambassador, and I'll be quick, the Tag Ambassador, the ideal thing is the school sends me 2 people, I tag 2 people to be ambassadors. Then they share it, and they're, you know, because they've paid me whatever they're going to pay me. But they can share it now with the teachers, because when I went back to the teachers where I taught, they said, Marty, we want it in 10-minute blocks. We want 1 page from your workbook. We want 10 minutes, and that's it. Then come back, and we'll do another 10 minutes and another page from your workbook. We don't want you to talk to us for 90 minutes. It worked. Every teacher had an example of how it worked. It's not that it doesn't work. It's getting it to them in the way in which they're willing to eat it. And so the bite was too big a bite. And then, you know, so I'm now making 10 videos. So we'll have 10 videos. They can buy the videos. They can buy, you know. So if we had a Tag Ambassador in the school, then that person could then at the teachers meeting do their 10-minute little bite instead of having Marty come back. Do a 10-minute section and then have the teachers go do it, see what problems come up, because everybody's got to, you know, it's a whole new way of thinking. It's not, you know, it's a whole new way of doing things. And then that would be ideally how it could then spread and work.
So we're at 10 minutes, Marty. Richard, did you want to contribute something?
I would default to needing a team to do the things that you wish to do. You know, we're all entrepreneurs, and you know, we do everything, and that gets crazy making and defocuses from everything. So Marty, you know, your project is remarkable, and I agree with what Bob said. You've got to bring people in who can be trained, because you know we all have this. No one can do it as well as I can. We all own that until we step out of it. And geez, decades ago, I was teaching a program and I was talking about this, and I mentioned Microsoft and GM, and the guy says, "Yeah, but they're big companies and they have teams." I said, "And your point is?" So you have to have a team to accomplish what you want.
That's why I'm doing the training, you know, on the 21st, 22nd, 23rd. That'll get some people trained. Is that what you mean? I mean, I have an assistant. I have 2 people who do virtual assistant. I have a
That's exactly it. Yes, yes.
Yeah, but it's not enough.
Marty,
you might want to, and I know we're at the top of the time, you might want to sit down with Steve Rukas and do like his half day, because he actually looks at your plan based upon your financials and really looking at, if you're like me, I do a lot of things and I didn't have a clear map, a financial map that matched up all of the activities. And at the end of that half day, I was very clear on what to let go of and what to work on, and actually have that financial map that supported a little bit of the business plan. So it might be something to consider. I don't know if you've had an outside COO and CFO come in and look at what you're doing at that strategy level.
Okay. All right. I have someone who's George Antune is the financial guy.
But I'm talking COO is what I'm talking about. So an operations, and George may be able to do that, but it's that high level COO, but he just happens to be able to look at the numbers and solve.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Marty. We love what you're doing.
Hey, Marty, I have something to put in real quick, or do you want me to not put it in?
No, go ahead.
So I have written I spent over 20 years writing federal grants and foundation grants and received multiple millions of dollars in that arena. If you need someone to help you, like looking over your grant, I could provide that for you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Wow.
Lovely. Thank you so much. That'd be great.
Better than that.
Nice.
And it's not just a few million, it's like millions.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Perfect. So I'm going to do a commercial pause right now and plug Delighted. Delighted is an incredible app that is, incredible vehicle, an app platform that allows your normal shopping to turn into gifting to nonprofits. And so right now, the last charity that we work with, you go to Delighted, DLYTED.com/Hunger Project. You can support the Hunger Project. Marty's also a part of this, so Marty, you're more than welcome to put in your tag too. It's awesome. Like I shop at Walmart or Amazon, or even paying your phone bill, to be able to do that through the app and then pay is remarkable. We just had somebody sign up for our Summit at Sea. Her $500 deposit for Royal Caribbean allowed us to donate $50 to a charity. She didn't have to do anything different other than take her deposit and purchase it through the app, and then it takes care of the rest on the charity of your choice. So Gio, you just got hired on with them. Congratulations. Do you want to add anything else?
Oh, no, you got it nailed. Yeah, it's basically the goal of Delighted is to raise $1 billion for charities, and it doesn't cost you a penny. It is simply buying a gift card, and soon we're going to be doing Delighted Double Back, where you simply register your Visa or MasterCard or American Express, and if you do shopping at any of the Delighted participants, that same donation goes to the organization of your choice, and you do not have to pay anything for it. In fact, with Delighted Double Back, you'll actually be getting back money every time you make a purchase at a participating merchant. So it is an incredible way to make a difference, and it really is going to be a change maker.
And so as part of the Business Acceleration Network, if you're doing this, let me know. I mean, I'll do shout outs for you on social media. I'll do what I can to support you on our mission, because I want to raise $25,000 right away for the Hunger Foundation, and I would love the Hunger Project, Children's Hunger Project, Children's Hunger Project, and more immediately. So please, let me know if you're using Delighted. You text me, whatever it is, and I'll be sure to help celebrate as we move forward. How many of you have Delighted on your phone? Can I just get a raise of hands? Awesome. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, my organization is there as well. I want to feed children as well. I'm on their advisory board, and so I support them, but don't forget me.
No. You are included. Okay, so we are at 1:30. I'm going to just go around real quick for any closing remarks or aha moments. Dr. Bob, would you like to go first? And say your what's that? Do it. No, we have time for one more. Go ahead.
I don't want to take anybody's
No, you're
time.
good.
However, in the comments, if you could just throw a book or a YouTube video or author that was meaningful for you as you're building your business or was impactful for you in some way to have that aha moment, that would be fantastic for me and I would greatly appreciate that.
So Cara and your last name?
Anderson.
Did I say it right? Is it Kara? Kara. That's still I want to say that. So Kara Anderson, her closing remark is anything that stand out for you. YouTube, books,
YouTube, books, anything that was impactful for you as you grow your business.
Awesome. Thank you. Dr. Bob, you want to go next?
Just want to thank those of you who helped me work out some of this program name business for our online chronic pain relief program. That was really helpful. I appreciate it very much. Thanks.
Hey, Dr. Bob, I wanted to do one more plug for you real quick. Is it true that if they make an introduction to the HR, and even though it's beta, if they turn into a paying customer, the person could get a small royalty?
That is true for any subsequent business which we would get from them. And of course, when we do the beta program, the assumption is that as we prove how wonderful the program is and they experience it, then they'll take on more business. So yes, that is true.
Okay, so I just wanted to let everybody know.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Appreciate it.
Marty, you want to go next?
I just want to, this is completely different, but I needed to send one piece of furniture to my sister for her birthday. And you know that it's like an Uber and you can get someone who will take one piece of furniture to Connecticut for me?
No!
I said, what the heck? I'm going to try. What's out there? Whoop. And within 24 hours, I have the furniture on its way.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Anyway, so that's just a quick, just so you know.
Awesome. Thank you, Marty. And Marty does rock. You're ready for a profit breakthrough. Reach out to her.
Come join the group. It really is freaking amazing. I love it. I do it 4 days a week. It's really just wonderful people, and everybody's growing and changing, and it's really exciting, and love to have you there.
Thank you.
And thank you for all of your suggestions very much. I really appreciate it, and thanks you for your support.
Richard?
I'm good. Still decompressing from the weekend. Thank you.
Okay. Betsy, you want to go next?
I'm unmuted there. I was muted for a while. Sorry, I have some noise in the background. I think it's important to mute myself. I just want to thank everybody and really thank you. Thank you for allowing me to be here and your support. Thank you.
Perfect. And everybody share Betsy's webinar, please, please.
Please, yes. Thank you.
Gio.
I'm good. Just visit my website, find out what I can do for you.
All right, and we still have room for the Summit at Sea. We're looking for a couple of roommates. One's a male, one's a female. And Gabriel wanted to do his snap real quick.
Welcome to Ninja Family Club. We help families who help other people so they can be happy. Our membership is $1, $5, $10, or more. Which one would you like to give to me? We have different things around there. Let's let it go. The members help to make other people happy.
Yay!
Very good.
So he's on a mission to make people happy with the Family Ninja Club. So thank you. That was wonderful. All right, see everybody next week. Super excited to have you a part of our community. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Richard, we'll be talking soon. Marty, we'll be talking soon. Thank you, everybody. See you next week. If you're in Brevard, come join us for lunch. We always do a potluck ahead of time. Bye for now.